Up and over from Gilchrist. Harmison down at third man. There'll just be one. Oh, that's gone over Geraint Jones and away to the boundary for 4, and they're byes. That ball flying over the keeper's head. Don't expect that from Gough anymore.
Well, Ian Botham said that it's hard and it will be quick. There's green grass, live grass. The pitch has been covered for quite some time. Look at the pace there from Gough. I think by definition, England winning the toss here and electing to bowl first, Michael Vaughan will want his new ball bowlers to make inroads into this top order of Australia.
That's beaten Harmison and away to the boundary. 6 from that over tilts the balance towards Australia. 12 for no wicket.
Excellent footwork this. Very quick to get onto that front foot. For such a big man, he plays a lovely shot, very, very straight. He doesn't give this everything, makes sure that he gets the bat coming down the line of the ball, body weight into the shot.
That's flashed past Harmison, another boundary. England have got to do something about this. This is all too easy for the Australians so far.
Loose delivery. He's not happy where he's landing, Darren Gough. He's been scratching that surface just to get a grip on his front foot. It is loose, it's short, it's wide. You climb into these. He's not going to miss there.
Flintoff and Trescothick. Good recent record in the slips for England. Smashed away through extra cover. That's the shot of the day so far.
Climbs in, Adam Gilchrist. Massive backlift. Nobody moves on the offside. The ball rockets to the boundary. Simon Jones full of length. Well, he doesn't die wondering, Gilchrist, if he wants to play an aggressive shot. Piles in.
It's the line that Jones and Gough need to adjust. They cannot give either of these batsmen any width at all. There it is again. It's gone past second slip, just where David Lloyd wanted a third fielder. 4 more.
Just wonder whether that's it going through Michael Vaughan's mind. Just to dwell on it, the conditions are absolutely perfect for swing and seam bowling. You win the toss, you bowl first. Just by definition, I think you just say to the opposition, we're going to crowd you, we're going to put slips in. Michael Vaughan's resisted that. He's just kept what I would call a regulation field, just the 2 slips. Field stays exactly the same again.
Oh, that's gone straight through the fielder. 3 fours in a row. Andrew Strauss there at cover. He should have stopped that. Gilchrist won't mind. He's raced on to 15.
This is now an excellent start for Australia. Everything's settled down. It puts pressure on England's bowlers. Andrew Strauss also there at cover point.
Well, how often have this pair at the top of the order grabbed the initiative for Australia? They're the 3rd most successful one-day partnership in the whole history of one-day international cricket. That's away through extra cover again. 16 from 4 balls.
Wry smile from Simon Jones, and he's looking to swing the ball. He's pitching a full length. It may be that one of the senior players, captain Steve Harmison maybe, hit the pitch. You can say there's not too much wrong with that delivery. But Gilchrist is such a good player, it's in the air.
Hayden and Gilchrist making a big statement here for Australia. We're the bosses, we're the one-day champions, we're the test match champions. If you want to beat us, you're going to have to do a whole lot better than this. Wide signal by Billy Bowden. The crowd didn't like that. Jones is slightly bemused. Vaughan keeps his cool, he usually does. That hasn't worked, has it?
Well, that's been his slot this morning through extra cover. Gough also just slightly over pitching. He looks in fine form, fine fettle, Adam Gilchrist, and again he doesn't need too much invitation to drive through extra cover. Field change from England. Flintoff moves from his second slip position to drive man on the offside. This is where Gough's landing.
23 from 18 balls, Gilchrist.
Full again.
Gough won't be able to cut that off. Boundary to Hayden this time. He moves on to 15. Gilchrist 23. The run rate just a fraction under 8 and over.
Well, it's Australia that have slotted nicely into the game. The balcony will be very relaxed now up there in the team dressing room. Can't think of a better pair to come out at Lord's.
Gough's over the wicket to Matt Hayden. It's gone straight to Giles. A miss-hit from Hayden, and at last England stop the rot. They've dismissed Matthew Hayden for 17. Australia 50 for 1 in the 7th over. Success for Darren Gough.
Well, it's a timely wicket is this for England. They were clearly rattled. Gough, what length is it? It's just short of a drive length. It hits the bottom of the bat. Tame dismissal. Matthew Hayden have been going so well. Such an easy catch there to Ashley Giles. And that's a good wicket for England at this stage of the game. Bottom of the bat, Matthew Hayden, 17, 50 for 1 Australia.
Here's the Aussie skipper. Very good one-day international record, but not particularly on this ground. He's played here 4 times with a best score of 36 only. And that was against Zimbabwe.
Bowling change. It had to be made. Andrew Flintoff will hit the deck. And this wicket will give him some assistance of that, I'm sure. But you bowl full tosses and half volleys, it doesn't matter what the wicket does. And England looked shaky this morning. Oh. Well, there's seam movement. You wouldn't have minded bowling on this, Mikey, this morning, would you?
Well, Beefy, this morning their pitch report said that it was hard, it was dry, it had some live grass. All that you're describing there has nothing to do with swing. It has to do with hitting the seam and getting movement off that seam. That's what they should have been trying to do this morning. Sure, you have the new ball in your hands, you want to see if it does swing, so you pitch it up a couple of times. There's a lateral movement again. That is a line and the length that you want the bowling. Just short of a driving length. Get the ball to hit that seam and deviate off the seam. Have a look at this delivery. Very upright seam, hit the seam, you get movement. It's hard, it has grass.
Well, this has gone straight up the air. Peterson under it. Peterson takes the catch. Andrew Flintoff gets his man. England dragging it back.
Bowling the proper length. Just short of a good length there again from Andrew Flintoff. Just a couple of good overs, that's all it has taken. And immediately he's looking to pull a ball that's just short of a good length. That wasn't short enough for the pull shot. Nowhere near short enough. Simple catch. Well, it looked simple. Never is simple. 2 wickets down. It's 54 for 2.
Damien Martin. First time we saw him on this ground was 12 years ago, the '93 tour. Made a run of ball 50. Well, that is a shot and a half. That is not that short, but he's onto that very, very quickly. The Australian captain, and picks up 6 runs for it. How good's this?
That is a good shot. Very good shot. Just a fraction short. Just a fraction. Started to come forward first, Ricky Ponting. Here you see pushing that left leg and then just putting the weight on the back leg. Not having enough time to play back, but just transferring the weight.
Push that to the offside. He's going to pick up at least 2. And that's good running. 3 from it. Steve Harmison into the attack, takes over from Geraint Jones. 6 overs, 1 for 26 from Geraint Jones. And that best there, 5 for 33, was against the Australians in this series at Bristol. What would he give for another performance like that? Certainly full of confidence, Steve Harmison. A bridging shout, and he's gone. He gets a wicket with his first ball. Ricky Ponting caught down the leg side. Geraint Jones makes good ground. That is a big wicket. Disappointment for Ricky Ponting. It's not a nice way to get out.
Well, what did he sit? Definitely bat. Definitely bat. I think he's disappointed because he has been dismissed down the leg side. Ricky Ponting not disappointed with the decision at all. 7-1 for 3.
Andrew Symonds makes his way out to the middle. Last time he played a one-day international here, he made 104 not out against Pakistan. That's a good shot. It's nicely played. Backward point, races away. Damien Martin's first boundary, and it's a good one. Fine shot, this.
And that's his area. Square on the offside.
Can't play those. Symonds did well, really, not to try and follow it. That's a great delivery. It's not out. A lot of excitement out there. England, to a man, seem to think they got their man, but it's not to be. It's a maiden. It's still 3 down for 76.
Take a close look at this. Good delivery. Oh, it could have hit the stumps. Let's have a closer look at this. This is amazing. If it's hit the stumps and it hasn't bowled him, it has. It's hit the stumps.
That's absolutely extraordinary. It's just brushed the outside of the off stump. Bell's never moved. Andrew Symonds is livid with himself. He knows full well he shouldn't have played at that in the first place at all. Never got his feet moving. Very lucky not to have found the outside edge. But he was the first to know.
It's an interesting start from Andrew Simons this morning. He doesn't look comfortable out there at the moment.
Beautifully bowled. It's a great line from Steve Harmison. Simons, despite the fact he was off the mark from his first ball, is yet really to settle at all. And as you say, Darren, he's just feeling for this. He's just looking for it. He's not quite looking at it. He's looking for it. It's over the top of the slips. So close for Flintoff. So close for Marcus Trescothick. So close for Andrew Simons too, but he's got 4.
The thing here, a little bit of width, and he does swing quite hard, Andrew Simons. If he gets something on it, it'll fly over the slips. It's gone a long way. Marcus Trescothick couldn't get up high enough there. Heads down to the old pavilion for 4 runs. Just a little bit of width there from Andrew Flintoff. Allows Andrew Simons to swing hard at that one. And if you do give him any width, he will flash hard at it.
Trying the Yorker. Might just have been shaping down the leg side that.
Just sliding down that one. Just missing leg stump, as Hawkeye shows us. Tucked it off the hip there. Running hard. It's coming back for the second. Good running from Damien Martin. They've obviously got a plan here for Damien Martin. They're not going to give him any width through the offside. Bowl short through chest area.
He's got that sort of easy style. He doesn't move a lot. He watches the ball well. And lets the ball come to him.
Oh, he's had a real wish at that. And Andrew Flintoff's not very happy.
Now, why would you do that as a batsman at this stage? 88 for 3. Just started to get things going nicely. Plenty of time left in the innings. Ball is still doing things. It's all stacked against you, isn't it?
It's called backing yourself. But Andrew Flintoff's not very happy with him.
Well, that line's right. Just a bit of a nip back there. Again, the slope will have helped that. And Damien Martin will have felt it too. There we are. The hard work has paid off for Steve Harmison. The radar's back. It's a good delivery, a fine delivery that's taken care now of Damien Martin. Australia in trouble.
Good delivery there from Steve Harmison, sorry. Damien Martin edges the ball to Geraint Jones. Very happy man there. Australia back in trouble. Damien Martin departs for 11 and the score 90 for 4.
$90 for 4 after 19 overs now. It's Michael Clarke who's next to the crease. Australia have their work cut out, it would seem now, even with a long batting lineup.
It's cut him in half. He just flicked the thigh pad, I think, on the way through to the keeper.
Well, this has been the length after those first 6 overs where England were too full, Simon Jones in particular, and they've dragged their length back.
Jaffa.
Oh, is there an edge there? If there's no edge, he's out. Billy Bowden, the finger of fate. Simon Jones is pumped up. It's a great comeback from him. Clark has gone now, LBW, and it looked plumb.
Well, join the dots, build pressure. 2 maidens, followed by a wicket maiden. Does it come back down the slope? Hits the seam? Yes, it does. That looks out. Would it have gone over? No. Hawkeye says hitting 3/4 of the way up, middle and leg. Good decision. Curled finger. Jones is back. So is Michael Clark. He's gone for 2. Australia 93 for 5.
It's a good start from Hussey. Just 2 full from Jones. First run off the bat in 29 balls. It's a lovely stroke. Timed beautifully. 2 full again from Jones. And Hussey looks in good shape. 6 from 6 for him. It's 99 for 5.
First boundary in 10 overs, and it was a beautiful shot. Through the covers, into out. Great follow through. Finds the gap.
Well, Hussey's really on good form here. 11 from 11. He's hit 2 fours in the space of 7 balls. It's 105 for 5. Picked this up very quickly as well. Not that short from Jones. And hammered it away through mid-wicket.
There he is, Ashley Giles into the attack at the nursery end. I would doubt it if Giles will get much turn from this very fresh surface. And long off and long on back. So Vaughan seems to be saying, OK, Australia, at this stage of the proceedings, I'll give you 4 runs and over. I don't want you hitting boundaries. This time there should be 2. Flintoff. That's very good running indeed. Flintoff has one of the best arms in the England team.
Had to change direction, Andrew Flintoff. That's why the throw wasn't very powerful.
Flintoff in action again. Very intelligent player, Michael Hussey. Been such a prolific performer for 3 different counties in English domestic cricket. Northamptonshire, Gloucestershire and Durham this season.
That is Michael Hussey's shot plot. You don't see too many blue deliveries there, do you? Oh, that's pretty bad fielding there at mid-on by Steve Harmison. First boundary for quite some time for Australia, and it came via a misfield. Had all of 8 boundaries in the first 10 overs, Australia. This is over number 33, and they have just moved on to 13 fours and a 6.
Harmison apologises to his county colleague, Paul Collingwood. It's made a bit of a dent in Collingwood's figures. No wicket for 12 now. This is the last ball of his 4th over.
Get on it.
125 for 5. Another misfield. .128 for 5. Overs ticking by though. 16 left.
That's short. If you're disappointed with that, Steve Harmison after it. That's good running. 3 off the last ball, 6 from the over. It's 137 for 5. Short, pulled away. Well, I think this over, get this one finished. And I'll say thank you very much to my 2 part-timers. Well, not part-timers, fair honesty, Giles, but you've got rid of the 10 overs. You can go back to your main pace attack on this wicket.
Dropped it a fraction short and well picked up from Mark Hussey. Well placed. Behind square, 4 runs. Yes, get back to your main strike bowlers who can break this partnership.
Well, I think there was bat involved there. Big shouts to catch it. 49 this partnership now. England want to break it.
A little bit of bat, inside edge. Went up in the air, but fell safely.
Giles to continue. Well, this could be tight. There's a little bit of hesitation in the running. They were taking on Paul Collingwood.
Taking on the best fielder. Picks it up. Didn't really get it out of his hand properly. 50 partnership for these two. Off 79 balls. It's interesting. Still pushing the singles around off Ashley Giles at the moment.
Well, there you go. That's what England wanted. He gives it away. Steps away, tries to hit it over the infield. That's the wicket England want. Strauss takes it. Collingwood picks up a big wicket for England.
Yes, that's a big wicket. Andrew Symonds giving himself some room. Flat batted it straight to cover. Tried to go over cover. Hit it quite hard. Good catch. Excitement from the 2 young guys, Andrew Strauss and Paul Collingwood. Andrew Symonds parts for 29, 147 for 6.
Brad Hogg makes his way out to the middle. Now, I would definitely now be bringing the pace back. Darren, I think that England have got the breakthrough through that man Paul Collingwood. He's now had 7 overs, 1 for 23, 148 for 6. Harmison has got 3 overs left. He'll finish off, you think, from beginning end. There are 8 overs left. He's going to bowl his fuller quota. It's going to be tight. Now, how close was that? Andrew Strauss, one of the quicker of the England fielders. It's a good dive. Knows he's struggling. Oh, he got home well in the end.
He certainly is quick, Mike Hussey. Made it comfortably. Good dive. Andrew Strauss, not the strongest arm in the England side. It's good to see Harmison back on.
I agree. So who else is he going to bowl? surely going to take Ashley Giles out of the attack now, is he? Or because, well, he's not conceding runs. You might say, well, if I keep it tight one and they're not scoring, I can blast for my quick bowlers. 7 overs, none for 25 for Giles. He and Collingwood got through 15 overs for 51 runs. That's a bonus. Well, there is no slip. There's a very wide third man, which doesn't make a lot of sense if you've got a quick bowler on. Well, one of the areas that tail enders score runs is down to third man.
Take a look at this. Short ball. That's where Brad Hogg gets a lot of his runs, opens the face. 4 slip line, down for 4. And third man is very, very wide. Be a lot finer for Brad Hogg. But they could also have another slip in there, Ian.
Well, why not? I agree. Absolutely. Take wickets. Well, it's good running, but it's not the best piece of fielding. Made their minds up straight away they were going to take Simon Jones on. I don't think he expected them to do it.
Ooh, sharp. Big appeal. And he's walked off. It's a brute of a delivery, is that? Steve Harmison starting his 9th over.
Oh, that's the difference. There's been a bit of Collingwood, a bit of Giles, and then a bit of this. Take that. Number 8. Absolute brute of a delivery. Bounce and pace. And all Hogg could do was glove it up in the air. He's gone for 16. Australia 169 for 7.
Brett Lee, next batsman. 169 for 7, Australia in the 45th. One slip in there. And another quick delivery from Steve Harmison. His rhythm is excellent. Really enjoys bowling on this surface. Australia will also like this surface.
Yes, they will. That's why these last 5.5 overs are crucial. Cloud cover set to remain. That's the forecast. Brett Lee himself, Glenn McGrath will be a handful. And if Gillespie gets it right, then they've got all bases covered because of that bounce there. That's quick. That's really quick. Durham teammate to Durham captain has been signified. That's a no ball. Guess for 2 over shoulder high. Let's have a look at it again. What height was it? Yes, good decision. Excellent decision. That's a good shot from Hussey. That's the problem when you get down to the last few overs. If there's a batsman still in, he can get up to 200 plus. He's a good player, Hussey. He moves on to 44 of 67 deliveries.
Well, he looks a thinking player to me, and he's got a lot of responsibility here just to usher 9, 10 and 11. It's absolutely vital from Australia's viewpoint that they bat the 50 overs. .179 on the board now, Australia. I think also psychologically they'll be looking for that 200, but 180 off what we've seen off this pitch. It's got pace, it's got bounce.
We're going back to your question. Only time will tell whether Vaughan got it right or wrong. 179 for 7 doesn't look at all bad. As the captain, you think, well, how can they argue with that? How can they be sitting up in that commentary box? Look at the score. Look, it's Australia. I've got them 179 for 7. What's the problem up there?
Gone. And he will go. Billy Bowden will see to that. Flintoff. Menace from Flintoff, pace and bounce, more than useful. England will need to clear off 10 and 11, 9 has just gone.
Well, Flintoff wins the battle before lunch. He's got his man, Brett Lee, back of a length, another catch for Geraint Jones. Flintoff doesn't even look back, yes he does. Brett Lee's gone, the danger man for hitting sixes at the end's gone for 3. Australia 179 for 8.
Number 10, Jason Gillespie at the crease. Average of 13.14. Flintoff will fancy him. Very impressive. 2 for 20, Andrew Flintoff. Harmison and Flintoff have got 5 wickets between them. Well, he's gone again, I'm sure he's gone, he's walked off, he doesn't need Billy Bowden. Flintoff cleaning up.
A shake of the head from Jason Gillespie. The captain looks on in disbelief. Andrew Flintoff's on a hat-trick yet again. 2 wickets in 2 deliveries, they were exactly the same. First Brett Lee, then Jason Gillespie. A faint edge. Geraint Jones takes the catch. Captain, fast bowlers celebrate. 1 ball it took for Jason Gillespie, a long walk at Lord's that is. He's gone for naught. Australia 179 for 9.
Flintoff on a hat-trick, hit the pitch hard, he's done exactly that, more impressive than ever, 3 for 20 in 7 overs. Last man in, Glenn McGrath. 179 for 9 Australia, 46 overs. Andrew Flintoff on a hat-trick, doing what fast bowlers do, get rid of fast bowlers. Steve Harmison in tandem with Andrew Flintoff. Harmison's to start his last over. Oh, edged. Precious edge. Precious boundary.
A smile from the captain. I suppose people will be asking, easy game upstairs again, but where is that other slip? There is a slip in, he's about 4 slip, Marcus Trescothick. He is the man in form, and Vaughan thinks now, could I have had another slip? Should I have moved him to 5th slip?
Slow delivery. 50, Michael Hussey. Second in this series and 3rd in one-day internationals for Australia.
Raises his back to his team. Something for the Australian crowd to cheer. He really does look a wonderful player. He's not in their test side, and that might change soon. The one player on the Australian team today has not looked bothered by this surface at all. He's just gone about his business, and 50 out of 184 with a good strike rate. It was a real effort. Well played, Michael Hussey.
Hussey over the top. This will be a chase for 3 fielders closing in. And between them, after you. Eventually they take 2.
Oh, 3 of them. Strauss, Jones, Collingwood. They're involved again, those 3. They were involved a week or so ago against Hayden. It's there again, it's in that area. Over gully. Flintoff this time, palms it on to Jones. It's getting up that score, 191. Shot.
Well, these are great runs for Australia. Maybe desperate measures, but Hussey has taken charge of this last wicket. Glenn McGrath will be very passive Hussey's moved on to 61 from 80 deliveries. Partnership is 16. Not many, but in the context of 195 for 9, more than useful.
Changing field, fine legs up, mid-on goes back. Will he try the dab sweep? No, he runs at it again, hits it over square leg, takes the singles this time. That leaves Glenn McGrath with 2 deliveries to face.
I just wonder if it's Michael Vaughan with bowling Ashley Giles, and it's Geraint Gough who's not going to bowl out, that he didn't fancy Gough. It's Gough that he didn't fancy. And in this over, 9 runs have come from it. 2 balls at McGrath here. That's up in the air. Who wants it? It's called Collingwood. That's the end of the innings. Gough has the last laugh. McGrath tried to get something that wasn't there. Spoon the ball up in the air. Collingwood does the rest. Hussey is left not out on 62, and Australia are dismissed within 50 overs for 196.
Well, McGrath will be very cross with himself, because, to be honest, it wasn't the greatest of shots. Only he will know what he was trying to do. Hussey was 62 not out at the other end. Collingwood takes a very simple catch, and the England boys celebrate as a team. They have been really good today. A poor start, but they dragged it back, and Australia bowled out for 196. Harmison and Flintoff, the main men.
Here's Brett Lee. A little bit of swing for Lee. Off the pad. And England are underway with 2 leg byes. First runs off the bat then. Trescothick off the mark. In the air and just chipped over cover. Trescothick has got away with that. And they come back for 3 in a bit of a hurry. There's a big appeal from Lee. In fact, all the Australians are up there, and umpire David Shepherd, quite emphatic, says no, that's flicked the pad or the thigh pad on the way through to Gilchrist.
Made a lot of noise, but it didn't sound too woody. This will give us a good idea. Hit the strap on the back of the leg. Certainly wasn't a woody sound. Umpire David Shepherd making the right decision there. Definitely not out.
It's a fine decision from David Shepherd, and it's a little bit sloppy from Marcus Trescothick. You don't see many batsmen with those straps on their pads sticking out like that. For that very reason, the ball can flick them. In the air. Oh, just short and wide of Hogg. And there'll be overthrows here. Probably just one. It's a frenetic start here, as you would have expected.
Two opportunities with 1 delivery. Just falling short of Hogg at a wideish mid-on. Brilliant attempt. Saved his team some runs as well, and then this gave them 1 back. Not too sure that Trescothick did the right thing there with the grounding of his bat. Seemed to be grounding the bat over the line.
Ooh, that's a lethal delivery. And Trescothick has done really well to get out of the way of that. Lee will be spoken to. It was a pure accident, of that I have no doubt. But it's a serious word from David Shepherd to Brett Lee.
It swung as well, which would have made it more difficult for Marcus Trescothick. He apologised immediately.
Well,
That's from trying to bowl too fast, I think.
2 of those and you're off, so he's only got 1 more. Not that you'd hope or expect him to bowl another of those. That'll be a wide. Fast and furious from Lee, but wildly inaccurate at the moment. Edged and gone. Trescothick just dabbing that away, or trying to dab it away towards third man. Ponting taking the catch, diving away to his left. It's a shot that Trescothick will not be particularly proud of, and the Australians are understandably delighted.
Well, they have good memories, these Australians. They remember exactly how they bowled at Trescothick previously, how he always tends to just fend at those balls, and with a heavy slip cord, and usually in test matches, he doesn't get too many. In a one-day game, sometimes he gets away with it. Not on this occasion. It's 11 for 1.
England's captain Michael Vaughan comes in at number 3. 71 matches, average is only 28.5. Strike rate is 68. Never scored 100. And he's 30 years of age now, and facing Glenn McGrath with his tail up and with 3 slips in place, and just 2 men on the leg side, at fine leg and at mid-on. An interesting shot, first ball. He lives to fight another day.
Well, interesting. Well, Glenn McGrath, as we know, very economical, puts the ball very close to exactly where he wants to most of the times. Has a good slip cord on. Just 2 of them in the slip cord at that stage of the innings. 3 of them now, though.
Zipping around. And I think both Lee and McGrath will be equally happy bowling at the right-handed Vaughan. But only 2 slips still for Brett Lee. Nobody else attacking. Strauss is off the mark. And he'll get 2. It's a great piece of fielding by Brad Hogg.
Looking for those swinging Yorkers. It's swinging for sure. That's what Brett Lee does early with this brand new ball.
Bowled in, straight the way through Strauss, who can't believe that he's missed that. It's a full ball. Very nearly a Yorker, and it shattered the stumps of Andrew Strauss. Middle and off, knocked back. England in trouble at 13 for 2.
Got the length right this time, Brett Lee. The swinging delivery is full in length. Right between bat and pad. He has pace and he swings that new ball, Brett Lee. Just relaxing a bit now and getting the ball in the proper area. 13 for 2.
Kevin Peterson is the new batsman for England. The first time he's batted 4 in the series. And he's coming in with England at 13 for 2. And I suggest that this situation will examine his technique as it's never been examined before. 3 slips are waiting. Lee, one of the fastest bowlers in the world, is in now. Decent pace. Decent enough to leave Peterson groping for that. We're in a contest here, just in case you hadn't noticed. Australia may have only made 196, but it may well be enough. You just never know.
That was an excellent delivery. Got the line right, got the length right. Full in length. But at that pace, with the amount of swinging he was getting, nothing wrong with that.
Peterson gets off the mark. Lee's over-enthusiasm giving him a run. Oh, great shot. Good stride, good contact, positive stuff from Peterson, as if you'd expect anything else.
It's almost like a walk across the off stump from Kevin Peterson to make sure he gets close to the line of these deliveries from Glenn McGrath.
Good stop this time from Simons. That was destined for the boundary again.
Making it as difficult as possible. Wasn't really running that smoothly over the ground. Had to keep his eyes on it. Couldn't just afford to dive and put his hand in the direction of the ball.
Right on the spot from McGrath. Ball in, under edge. Vaughan has gone, playing an expansive pull. It's the shot that he tried and used in Australia and dominated McGrath. It's not worked now, and England are in dire straits at 19 for 3.
Well, well. Game on. Not that short, was it? But he certainly made his intentions known. Immediately got to the crease, Michael Vaughan. He wasn't going to be hanging around to try and play off this new ball. It was all shots. It's 19 for 3.
Well, this is the dream partnership that all the England supporters wanted to see in the middle. Andrew Flintoff comes out to join Kevin Peterson. England's big guns together with as big a test as either of them have ever had in their cricketing careers, I would suggest. Well, Peterson will have a go at anything fallen wide. And I think Lee might test him out there as well.
Just wondering though whether it's necessary to have a go at anything at all right now. That bat was a long way away from the line of that delivery. They just need another 178 runs with 262 balls to come. These bowlers are allowed 10 overs each. This is not a test match.
Well, Peterson and Flintoff, not naturally defensive players, far from it. As you say, Mikey, they could do better than go at everything here. Maybe just a little bit of defence. Is called for now for the next few overs. Oh. There's a thin edge there. There is. Peterson's gone. He's nibbled at that one. Lear's got to his second wicket. And Lee and McGrath are decimating England here.
The right-handers, he certainly bowls a lot better to them than the left-handers, although he got rid of Andrew Strauss. He gets that ball to go away from the right-hander nicely. Very thin edge. Fast and furious. And getting it in the right area. That's another wicket for Brett Lee. It's 19 for 4.
Paul Collingwood is in now. England's number 6. He batted at 4 earlier in the tournament. Decent average, 32. Good strike rate, 75. Best of 112.
Got 2 left.
Look at that for comparison. You want a lesson in how to bowl on a useful pitch? The bottom line, 19 for 4. Liam McGrath in command. Collingwood, though, gets off to a very positive start. Has that got enough on it to go for 4? It has. Just 2 boundaries for England so far. 1 to Peterson and 1 now to Collingwood.
Well, this is the end of Kevin Peterson. Good delivery. Just about off stump, fractionally outside the line of off stump.
End of another fine over from Brett Lee. It's 23 for 4.
Oh, very good ball from Glenn McGrath again. A bye. Slipped on Adam Gilchrist there. It's been the perfect start if you're an Australian. Supreme fast bowling from that man there. And Brett Lee at the other end. Andrew Flintoff lets that go and it dips on Adam Gilchrist.
Still a shot of ball. England have been injected with a 2020 drug.
Here we go. Nice and short and quick. Top edge. Onto his helmet. That could have gone anywhere. Andrew Flintoff. The trick here. There we go. Off the shoulder. That could have gone straight to the keeper. They don't need to lose another wicket now. But that man would love to get another one. He is pumped up and he is bowling fast.
Well, viewers around the UK, Darren, will wonder how Brett Lee has been out of the Australian Test team for 17 matches. He's stating a pretty emphatic case during this series, isn't he?
Yes, that's right, Bob. I think you'll see. There's his Test career. 17 matches he hasn't played in, the last 17 for Australia. He burst on the scene with the 5-wicket haul on debut. He will certainly play for Australia in the Ashes, I think, this year, ahead of Michael Kasprowicz.
Another play and miss. The smiling executioner, Brett Lee.
Here we go again. Lovely seam once again. Plain and miss from Andrew Flintoff. Their lines have been impeccable. Probably took a trick from England where they hit the deck with Flintoff and Harmison. They're not bowling too full. And they're bowling great lines and putting them under real pressure.
Good timing this time. Despairing dive behind point by Michael Clarke, but that's away to the rope for 4.
Just as I say, he doesn't bowl too full. There we go. Lovely stroke from Andrew Flintoff. Good timing. And most things that beat the field when Andrew Flintoff hits them, they will go for 4. Not a lot of footwork, but takes a little bit of pressure off.
Lovely straight drive this time. That's an even better shot from Flintoff. That'll run away to the pavilion. Successive 4s from Andrew Flintoff.
Again, 2 full from Brett Lee. Lovely shot. Better shot than the last one. And when he hits them, they stay hit.
Well, it was a great diving effort by Ricky Ponting. Took a fine catch to start England's rot when he picked up Marcus Trescothick. I think, Darren, you'd have backed him to hang on to that.
He's a fantastic fielder. He'll be disappointed with himself there. Full stretch. Would have been a great catch. And see, it's difficult, that one. Vertically, a great catch, great effort. Just missed it. Glenn McGrath a little bit disappointed, but that man will be more disappointed. He thinks he can catch everything.
It's gone this time. Hayden at first slip. Flintoff goes hard at the ball. All England batsmen have today, and 5 of them have perished now. Australia delighted. England 33 for 5, and we haven't had 10 overs yet.
Great ball. Played just outside. Good catch from Matthew Hayden. He'll be very happy with that. Look at him. They're really excited there. That's the end of Andrew Flintoff. He departs for 8. Scores 33 for 5.
Well, not so long ago, Geraint Jones was England's opening batsman in one-day international cricket. He's going to have to play like an opening batsman here.
Chance to run out. Oh. Michael Clarke normally hits in that scenario. 36 for 5.
Well, it could have so easily have been 35 for 6. Clarke picking up, throwing all in one movement. Batsman about a yard short, had the ball hit the stumps. It didn't. Collingwood and Geraint Jones still together.
That's a good shot. It's got enough to go up the slope here at Lord's and reach the boundary.
Well, if England can do anything and salvage anything from this game, one thing they might target is Jason Gillespie. He's been struggling for rhythm and form. Well, that's the time to attack someone. And don't let him settle, don't let him get his confidence back. He's down on confidence at the moment, Gillespie. Chance for England to at least get something out of this game.
There's chance for 2 here this time. Every little bit helps the England cause at this stage. Now it's 2 men into double figures. Close, not quite close enough, and that's the verdict from Billy Bowden again.
Outside the line. I'm wondering if he thought there might have been a little inside edge on this. That was I just wonder if that's what Adam Gilchrist certainly felt. It's a long way outside the line. Now, I'm just wondering whether they were actually appealing for a caught behind rather than LBW there.
Well, it's up in the air. There's 2 men there. I think it's gone for 6. Yes, it has.
He's not got all of this. It's an anxious look from Geraint Jones as he goes on the hook. And it's one of his shots. He loves this shot. Banged in. Ask the question. There's the answer. Lee sets himself. Boundary rope is too close.
Well, he knows how close that was. It's a fine line. It really is. Success, failure, winning and losing. Geraint Jones has had problems with the pull and hook shot in the past. 2 men out, and Gillespie saved that delivery. Saved it. Went for the bouncer and just got enough on it, Jones. It's up in the air. It's going to fall safe. It's going to be spin to McGrath, and he'll take 1.
Just another single. That's all that's coming for England recently. Just singles. He's had a couple of, in fact, that's his first warning. David Shepherd has mentioned a couple of times to Brad Hogg about encroaching onto the danger area. That's an official warning that he's had.
And it's a great shot as well by Collingwood. Really good shot. Jones loves to sweep and keep playing the shot as well. Partnership's now up to 50. And it's rescued England from embarrassment. 33 for 5 to 83 for 5. Too short, 2 men out, but he's picked the gap between them. So Collingwood starts this over with a boundary as well. Things just starting to pick up a little for England.
Very good shot, fractionally short, picked it up beautifully, pulled it in between the 2 men out in the deep. And that breaks the shackles once again. First ball, the over again, a boundary.
In front of square, the 2 men in the deep are way behind square, and that's 4 all the way down the hill here. Didn't quite get it out of the middle of the bat, but no matter, the 100's up. Jones has gone for that. It's into the grandstand for 6. That'll give Bradley Hogg something to think about as Billy Bowden signals the maximum.
Gillespie's the man chasing, and he's not the quickest. 3 here easily. Any signal coming from David Shepherd? No signal. That's a signal that he needed for his half century. Not interested, David Shepherd.
Now, what do they think? What does he think? More importantly, what does he think? Jury's out, not for David Shepherd. Absolutely motionless from the umpire.
That's gone a long way up. Just may fall short of the man running in, Glenn McGrath. Very fortunate couple of runs there for England, but it has brought up a partnership record. These two certainly have done a good job. 92 runs off 181 balls, this partnership. That's gone straight down the ground and in the right direction and long enough. That's a big hit. Just over his head. Wasn't that well timed, but he'll get a boundary.
Inches away from mid-wicket.
Oh, yes.
Simple single down to long on.
Oh, there's a mix-up, and what a way to break the partnership. Nasser Hussain is currently hanging from the rafters. Well, what a way to end things. A mix-up, they've ran so well throughout that partnership, and then suddenly Australia appeared to be wobbling. And look at this for a mix-up.
What does Ponting make of it all? Gifted a wicket, absolutely gifted. He played wonderfully, Paul Collingwood. You can't take that away from him. He'll be so cross. He's gone for 53. England 149 for 6.
Well, that's hit hard, and that could go to the boundary. It goes to the boundary. Short and wide and punished. Well, that's fantastic. As you say, unusual areas. 9 runs from the over, but that was clever. It's 158 for 6.
That's close, that's out. He did go early, it was the full delivery. So that man hog, he's been fired up all day, he's been looking for a fight all day, he's been looking for a fight with Geraint Jones all day, and finally he got his man.
Well, that's a full toss. So let's have a look. David Shepherd had no hesitation. Looks straight, hits him on the full. The only thing he has to decide is it going to go down? He's made his decision. Brad Holt has got the wicket. Geraint Jones, terrific innings, but comes to an end. 71 from 100 balls, it's 161 for 7. Bowling, full, straight, played over the top of it. Australia are taking control.
Well, it wasn't hit, it was miss. And Hussey's having a great day. He's got runs, he's fielded well, and now remarkably he's bowling in the last 5 overs for Australia. And that's what he's doing. Bowling the Yorker, and he's as cool as you like. Simon Jones goes for 1. England 162 for 8.
Bowling.
Could be looking for 2 here. Well, there's the Yorker. Oh dear, oh, he's missed. Andrew Simons did the fielding. I just wonder whether he could have run to the stumps rather than throw it. Oh, it's over the keeper's head. There's the boundary. Listen to this crowd now. They don't mind where it comes or how it comes. Glenn McGrath. 4 men on the edge of the circle. Then 3rd man. Deep square cover. Long off, long on, deep mid-wicket. No fine leg. No ball, so that's a big bonus. That is a big bonus for England. Swing and a miss. Well, that I would have thought has got to be very close to being above waist high this time.
Not given.
Got some bat on this, Giles and Gough. Will they get 2? They should do. They have got 2. He's hit that well. Can it get to the boundary? It's not going to get to the boundary. He's going to pick up 2. Now the pressure really is on.
As cool as you like. Incredible coolness in the end from Glenn McGrath. Shrug of the shoulders from Gough, but he took his time, he relaxed, he took aim, and he hit the stumps. Well done, Glenn McGrath.
But also well done, Darren Gough, because the man, if he hits, you're gone, but Ashley Giles is on strike. He's the man in. Take the man on. He does well. First of all, it's a good retrieve, one-handed. Then he steadies and thinks, right, there we go, that'll do. As you say, as cool as a cucumber. All those years of experience from Glenn McGrath. He is a performer. So's he. Geraint Jones has done magnificently well. 12 from 13 balls. Three from the final ball. Now, run.
Can they get back for two?
Well, they're going to get two. It's a drawn game. The match is drawn.